Welcome to day 98. Of course, my necklace is backwards of the BU 365 day challenge. To do one thing every day that improves you and improves me. Today we are continuing with the SOAP framework. We are on the P of the SOAP framework with respect to our spiritual well-being, our spiritual health. And I say, if you want to make progress, which is what P stands for, to make sure you're always moving toward the thing that you want with respect to spiritual well-being, find a way to make it automatic. So yesterday I did my nominal group, and I actually did a combination of the urine analysis, the head heart intuition, and I scored by myself all the different ways, and I added up the total. I gave the highest weight to the thing I want the most, or with respect to like the amount of energy required, the thing that would require the least amount of energy got the highest vote. And I just did 4, 3, 2, 1 because I had 4 options. I added it up, and the true winner, the big winner, was something that I can make automatic easily. It was affirmations. And normally when I'm talking about spirituality in the previous Get Up and Go challenge, our tool would be meditation. And I realized, I don't know that I talked about meditation really much at all as we went through the spiritual well-being segment for this month. We'll talk about meditation. I don't think we have yet, but we'll definitely talk about it this month. But hypnosis, which is why I was trying to spin my eye pendulum slowly, because that was the old way people would be hypnotized. Now they do group hypnosis and videos and audios and things all the time that are hypnosis, and it's just through the speech and the resonance of the voice and things like that, and the pace at which you speak and the breathing, that hypnosis is done remotely, so you don't need the spinning watch. Or sometimes Victoria Gallagher is one of my favorite hypnotists, and sometimes she'll have you look into the light of a candle. Sometimes you're sitting, sometimes you're laying, sometimes it's different all the time. But hypnosis we'll talk about this month as well. So I picked my thing, and it was affirmations. Well, affirmations for me are really easy to add to something else I'm doing every day. I already do affirmations in the morning when I brush my teeth. Why? Because it's easy to link something that I want using a tool and a strategy that is easy to think of in my head and go through in my mind while I'm doing something that I guarantee I'm going to do every day, a couple times a day, if not more, right? I'm going to brush my teeth in the morning, I'm going to brush my teeth at night, and sometimes, depending on what I eat, I might brush my teeth during the day. And every time I pick up my toothbrush now, my brain automatically goes to affirmations. So it's really easy to add one that helps me get from where I am now spiritually to where I want to be spiritually. So I will create an affirmation today that speaks directly to the journey and how I want to make this automatic to get to a better connection with my higher being, higher source, my source, higher being, whatever you call it, God, big you, energy, whatever it is for you. So today our action item is to review how did it go yesterday? What action did you take, and did that action move you closer to what you want or further away from what you want? If it moved you further away, today's the day to try something different, not automate the thing that didn't work. If it gave you no results, try it again today and see if it gives you any kind of a result or any indication that you're moving in the right direction. If it does, do it again the next day. But if what you did worked, or you know it works for you, go ahead and automate it. So I'm going to add an affirmation, and for the rest of this month, I will try that affirmation on every time I brush my teeth. I might link it to an alarm on my phone, but only after I test it in the toothbrushing phase. That's where I test all my new affirmations. And if it works and makes me feel better, like I'm moving toward a better, deeper connection with my source, I'll continue to do it. If it doesn't, I will tweak it. If it works really well, I'll add a special alarm on my phone so that once a day or twice a day, probably once a day, because I've got, remember, 9 areas and aspects of my life that I'm always working on, probably one time a day, boom, it'll go off, and I know, and I'll pick a unique, different time than other alarms that I've had in the past. So I realize on a subconscious level that I'm automatically working on this particular area and aspect of my life for the rest of the year, for sure. I had decided that I would do hypnosis, and every night for the rest of this month, I would pick a spiritual hypnosis and listen to it. And I'll probably do that too, to be honest. I like to do more than one thing if it's easy and automatic for me. And since I like to listen to a hypnosis every night when I go to bed, it's easy to focus on whatever we're focusing on for the month. So I'm just going to focus on spiritual the rest of the month. Any questions, any challenges with this, anything that came up for you that you have a question about, just message me, direct message me, or Voxer me. You can Voxer me at Pajama Grandma. Pajama Grandma is my handle on Voxer. If you don't know what Voxer is, it's an app in the App Store. It's a walkie-talkie app. And for people that are visually impaired like me, it is one of the fastest, easiest ways to communicate. I don't usually offer this up, but I know almost no one will take me up on it, so it's safe to offer it up right now. All right, and you can just, if you Voxer me and we've never Voxered before, just text a title that I've got a question about the annual challenge or something like that helps me know what and where you're coming from. And then when we chat, it's just faster. When we text back and forth, it's faster. I like to just push the button on my Voxer and talk into it, which works best for me, which is why I love Voxer. All right, I'll be with you tomorrow, and we are hopping into something different with respect to our spiritual well-being. Since we're done with the SOAP framework, we've now gone through the S, the O, the A, and the P. And I encourage you to practice the SOAP framework throughout the month, throughout every day as things come up. Remind yourself, story. Well, what's the story? If something is bothering you, or you're feeling something, or you're noticing something spiritually that's off, say, okay, well, if something's bothering you, it's affecting your spirit or your soul, right? So ask yourself, well, what story am I telling myself about this right now? Is this just triggering something from my past that, somebody said to me, or some event happened that I probably need to look deeper at to understand why I'm even noticing it. If you're noticing it, you're noticing it for a reason. So honor yourself by using the SOAP framework throughout the day to help you get the best possible outcomes and solutions and reactions for you, right? This is SOAP frameworks all for you, all about you. All right, catch you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.